Father's Day spending is expected to reach near record levels, with many people buying gifts, including cards for their dads. But for Target, the retail giant is apologizing after some customers complained about an offensive baby daddy greeting card that was sold in its stores ahead of Father's Day. Bill Cosby is replacing his defense team as he awaits his sentencing. More on this story and the roller coaster derailment on the ABC Columbia mobile app. And I don't know who's more excited about this, me or my son, but after 14 years, The Incredibles are back. Hello, and thank you for joining me. From Maine and Gervais, I'm Kimberly Davis. I hope that you're well this Friday. Happy birthday if you're celebrating today. You share the day with Jim Belushi. Those trending headlines, celebrity birthdays, and your moment in history back in 1215 are all up next, today, June 15th. What are you getting your dad this Father's Day? A just-released survey shows people are dropping major cash this year, with spending expected to reach near record levels. In today's Consumer Watch, Mary Maloney has a closer look at the numbers.
$15.3 billion. That's how much people will likely spend this Father's Day, according to a new study from the National Retail Federation, which says rising consumer confidence is leading to another near-record holiday. This year's projected spending would be second only to last year's projection of $15.5 billion. According to the survey, 77% of Americans will celebrate Father's Day this year. The report also found the biggest spenders are people between the ages of 25 to 34, and they're likely to spend an average of $188 per person. So what are they buying? According to the survey, clothing, gift cards, and consumer electronics are the most popular gifts. And people will mostly spend their cash at either a department store or shop for gifts online, which is why many online retailers are out with hot deals and steals on everything Dad would love. So go ahead, splurge a little. After all, Father's Day is all about treating Dad and showing him how much he means to you. For Consumer Watch, I'm Mary Maloney.
Father's Day is this Sunday, June 17th. Welcome back. The front of the card said Baby Daddy and featured a black couple. However, that didn't sit well with customers. Some took to social media to call out the retail giant. Target and American Greetings are now apologizing and pulling those cards from stores and issuing apologies. In a tweet, Target said, quote, "It was never our intention to offend our guests with the merchandise we provide. We sincerely apologize to anyone this particular card has offended." In a statement from American Greetings, the card company said the card was meant to be playful, but, quote, missed the mark. Nearly 14 years later, Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl pick up where they left off in The Incredibles. After The Incredibles redefined big screen superheroes, the animated blockbuster's creators and cast are back with a new adventure. David Daniel talked with some of them about the sequel.
Superheroes are illegal.
We want to fight bad guys. It defines who I am.
We're not saying you have... What?
The super-powered Parr family returns in Incredibles 2 as Elastigirl goes to work and Mr. Incredible tries being a stay-at-home dad.
Hey, honey, how are the kids?
Everything's great.
Is she having adolescence?
And Jack?
He's in excellent health.
We're floored by how brilliant. How did Brad do this?
Brad, of course, is Brad Bird, writer and director of both Incredibles movies.
I always wanted to do another Incredibles because I had such fun doing the first film. And it was the only time in my career so far that I've gotten to take something from initial seed of an idea through to completion.
Catherine Keener and Bob Odenkirk, who play siblings, were thrilled to join the franchise.
If somebody says, Brad Bird wants to call you, you go, I don't care why. I want it, you know.
I'm surprised at how much Brad is able to challenge his audience and reward them.
I'll be there ASAP.
Bird showed Samuel L. Jackson, who's back as Frozone, an early clip.
He showed it to me immediately when I was in the studio. He said, "Wait till you see this. This is great." And I was just odd, and it was the funniest thing I'd seen.
The sequel picks up right where the original left off, but in real life, 14 years brought a lot of advances in animation, leading to some subtle but important changes.
The characters still look like the characters, but they look like we wanted them to look in the first one.
The technology sort of caught up to our aspirations
there
for
you
the
go.
first film.
I couldn't have done this if you hadn't taken over so well.
I've got to succeed so she can succeed.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
On this day in 1215, King John of England signed the Magna Carta. Happy birthday if you're celebrating today. You share the day with Jim Belushi. He's 64. Rapper-actor O'Shea Jackson Sr., better known as Ice Cube, is 49, and actor Neil Patrick Harris is 45. Well, that's our time for today. You've been watching What's Trending. The news continues online at abccolumbia.com, on our mobile app, and on the news at 6 and 11. I'm Kimberly Davis. Be kind to each other. Have a wonderful weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the amazing dads, and thanks for watching.
Please enjoy this special look at Disney Pixar's Incredibles 2, brought to you by the Chrysler Pacifica.
I think what separates The Incredibles from other superhero stories is it's fundamentally a story about a family, more than it is a superhero film.
So, are we going to talk about it?
What?
The elephant in the room. Mom's new job.
What I love about Elastigirl, I think she has this maternal, protective instinct towards her children and a real fearlessness about her own self.
I'll watch the kids, no problem. Easy.
Easy.
So now Bob is the stay-at-home dad, so he's got to reconnect with his family while his wife is out saving the world. Hello?
Hey, honey.
How are the kids?
Everything's great.
I don't get him.
It sounds easy, but it's a much more difficult job than most people would think.
Done properly, parenting is a heroic act. Done properly.
I love the real normalcy of the family life up against the superhero danger that the movie is filled with.
Watch after Jack. I thought we were gonna go.
You heard your mother.
How do you balance the superhero stuff with the life stuff? One of the things that I love about it is that everyone has something to relate to depending on what stage of life they're in. You have all of those experiences for the adults.
Why would they change math? Math is math. Math is math.
And then you've also got the world of these kids.
Is she having adolescence?
This is normal everyday life, but with a superhero twist on it.
Hey, Mom, I can't find my high top.
Can't talk right now, but look under your bed, okay?
Everybody fell in love with the family in the first Incredibles. So I'm excited that we get to hang out with them again.
We did it!
Balancing your incredible family life just got easier with the Chrysler Pacifica, the most innovative family vehicle in its class. And check out Disney Pixar's Incredibles 2 in theaters June 15th, rated PG.